Welcome to the e-commerce Badassery podcast, the place for scrappy female entrepreneurs who want to learn actionable steps and strategies to grow the traffic, sales, and profit in your e-commerce business. I'm your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster, a 20-year retail veteran who spent 3 years as the only employee of a 7-figure online store. That shit was crazy. I know exactly how it feels to do all the things, and I'm sharing everything I learned the hard way so you don't have to. I may have started this business by accident, but supporting badass bosses like you lights me the fuck up, and I am so stoked to see you grow. Are you ready, babe? Let's roll. Welcome back to the e-commerce Badassery podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster. If you're a member of the e-commerce Badassery Facebook group, you might have seen the live training where we talked about the power of Facebook groups for product-based businesses and how to add high-ticket or digital offers to your product-based business. If you haven't seen that training, it's worth a watch. And if you're not already in the group, what are you waiting for? Get your booty on over there. Today, I wanted to recap some of the key points about why Facebook groups and communities in general are so powerful for product-based businesses and dive a bit deeper into how you can incorporate this into your business. One of the most obvious reasons why Facebook groups are so powerful are because ultimately people buy from people. And this has become more and more evident throughout 2020 and people's desire to support small business. And aside from the fact that your content gets way more reach in a group than a Facebook fan page or even on Instagram, it really gives you the opportunity to nurture your customers and let them get to know you on a much deeper level than any other medium. One of my favorite things that Facebook ads expert Nicole mentioned in the training was how Facebook groups essentially work like retargeting ads, which we all know are much cheaper and more profitable than advertising to cold audiences. It also allows you to build up your repeat customers, which we know is so important for product-based businesses. And if you haven't already heard this statistic, it costs 5 times more to acquire a new customer than it does to keep an existing one. So why wouldn't you want some new medium to build more repeat customers? And the last thing I want to touch on here is how having a Facebook group allows you to build your personal brand. When you're in the group on a regular basis, showing up on live video, interacting with your people, they become more and more invested in you, which means that no matter what you end up creating, it becomes successful that much faster because it's less about the product you're selling and more about you. I'm in a Facebook group for a product-based business. She's a jewelry brand who has since gone on to create multiple other product-based businesses and even wrote a couple of books. Everything she creates takes off almost instantly because she's created a community of like-minded women who are willing to buy whatever she sells. She's got a relationship with her people. They all feel like they know her. They share her values and what she stands for. They're happy to put more money in her pocket because they know that not only is it supporting her to bring more of her badassery to the world, but it supports the women she employs as well. It's really just fucking powerful all around. In addition to the community and just having a place to optimize your relationship with your customers, it's super powerful for market research too. Facebook groups are where you can get direct feedback from your customers, learn their language, figure out exactly what they want from you so that you can create it for them. Think about when you're releasing a new product or a line of products. You can test the market before you ever have to spend a dime on creating that product and just ask them for feedback ahead of time. Of course, there are other ways to do this on social channels and even in email. But there's something so much more intimate about a Facebook group. It's immediate feedback and conversation, and it's almost like having a conversation in real time. Now, when it comes to creating your group, there's 2 ways you can go about this. One, you can create it specifically to your brand, like an insiders or VIP group. The other option is to create a lifestyle group that's related to your product. So let's dive into these and see which one might be a better fit for you. The group I mentioned earlier that I'm a part of is more around the brand itself. And one of the things to think about here is this is likely going to be harder to grow organically. If you already have a successful business with a large customer base and you're just getting started with the group, this could still work for you because you have that loyal customer base to pull from, to market to, and get inside the group. If, on the other hand, you're just getting started with your business, a branded group isn't going to attract people that are just searching for community on Facebook. So in that case, you'll want to attach your group to a lifestyle related to your brand, your unique selling points, and your value propositions. So for instance, let's say you sell yoga gear and apparel. Instead of creating a branded group, you can just create a group for those who love yoga. You're bringing together a community of like-minded people. They're all potential customers for your particular product. If you sell baby products, then maybe you want to create a mom group. Or if your ideal customers are female entrepreneurs, then you can create a group for them. Once you've got your group idea figured out, now you have to think about what to actually share in there. And the trick is you can't make it all about you and selling your product. The group is about the members, building the relationship with them, and giving value. Showing up weekly on a live video is the best way to do this. And I know at the time of this recording, I haven't gotten into that just yet, but it's coming, e-commerce friends. Live video is such a powerful way to fast track that relationship building. And in episode 25, I talked about the importance of growing the know, like, and trust factor. Live video will help you do that. And if you're afraid of showing up on live video like I was, I found it so much easier to do it in the group than on Instagram, for example, because it just feels more intimate and you have a closer relationship with those people. It was a great place for me to get more comfortable and over my fear of being on video. Now, I know you might be thinking, shit, you want me to create more content? I realize that just the thought of that can be overwhelming. But you don't necessarily have to create brand new content for every platform you're on. You can totally repurpose it across all platforms. You may want to prioritize the group so they get everything first to make them feel more special, and then break that content down over all the channels. Let's take this topic, for example, Facebook groups for product-based businesses. I had Nicole and Darlene come into the group to talk about how you can take advantage of Facebook groups for your product-based business first. And now I'm restructuring the content for this podcast episode. Now, if I were smart, I would have just stripped the audio from that live video and used that for the podcast. But because I didn't go into it with that intention, I knew it would be a nightmare to edit and decided to just recreate it instead. But that's still something you can do. For you, if you do a live video training in your group, maybe you repurpose that video later on YouTube or Instagram, wherever it is you focus your marketing efforts. You can also take quotes and tidbits that stand on their own and turn them into text posts for Instagram or do short snippets on stories. While you may have to create a new post to match the correct medium and what works on each platform, you don't necessarily need a brand new idea. And sometimes that's where we really do get stuck. So let's go back to that yoga example. If you show up live each week and do a quick session using the products you sell, like your yoga mat and your cute workout apparel, now your audience is getting value, right? Because you're showing them something, and they're being exposed to your product at the same time. While it's not necessarily going to turn into a sale every time you go live, it's that nurturing and being top of mind so that when they are ready to buy a new mat or new clothing, you're the first person that they think of. Now, let's say you're ready to come out with new styles for the upcoming season. They're already engaging with you week over week, so now you can pop in there and ask them for feedback on the new products you're creating. Take polls asking them their favorite styles. Plan a live launch event when the products are ready for pre-sale or for order. Hold a live sale where they can actually purchase in the moment. You've got a group of fans that are ready and waiting for your awesome products. The thing to keep in mind here, especially if you go the lifestyle route and fill your group with people who haven't necessarily bought from you yet, is that while you don't want to always be selling to them, you do have to sell on a regular basis to make sure they know you actually sell stuff and that it's going to be part of the group culture. Otherwise, it might be a shock and rub them the wrong way when you do show up and sell. So I would say at least once a week, engage them about your products in one way or another so they understand that it's normal. And as long as you're coming from a place of service and problem solving, it won't be icky. Using that yoga example again, you could always list out what you're wearing in the description of your live video. You're still giving them massive value by teaching them a new pose or doing a mini yoga session, but you're tying it back to your product in a passive way. Another really powerful feature of Facebook groups is your ability to ask questions when someone requests to join. So when you join the e-commerce badassery group, I ask what you're struggling with the most in your e-commerce business and what you want to get out of the group. I ask you what e-commerce and email marketing platform you use, and I offer a freebie so I can build my email list. When those questions are answered, now I know exactly what type of content you want from me, and it sparks ideas for podcast episodes, group trainings, posts, etc. I get it direct from my ideal client. I don't have to guess. And I'm still building my email list, which you all need to be doing on a regular basis because Facebook can still go away tomorrow, and you don't want to build your business on rented land. So now that I've convinced you that you need a Facebook group, how do you actually grow the damn thing? First, that's going to depend a little bit on which type of group you decide to have. If you move forward with a branded group, you'll need to give your people a reason to join, something special, VIP. Maybe that's early access to sales or the opportunity to help design new products. Then you'll want to talk about it everywhere. Have a call out for it in your emails, add it to blog posts, have it printed on whatever inserts you put in your shipments, talk about it on social media. If you're going the lifestyle group route, all of those previous strategies still apply. But you can also expect to get new members organically just from searching on Facebook, and you can even run lead generation ads specifically to grow the group. The really cool thing about this is that you can get leads for pretty cheap. And while paying for a lead to a Facebook group can feel like a waste of money, you want to remember the opportunity to nurture and monetize in such an intimate space. When you have a group of your ideal customer all gathered in one place, it's going to be so much easier to convert them later on. So not only are you paying less for the lead, but you're also making more money on each and every one of those people because when you do finally sell to them, they're already going to be a warm audience and they will more easily turn into repeat customers as well. It's literally a win-win. Now, next week, we're going to talk about how else you can actually monetize this group of people in your business with some high margin products. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited about it because it's something most product-based business owners don't even think about for their business. But it's an easy way to raise your AOV and generate more revenue in your business overall. And if you're more curious about this right now, go watch the video in the e-commerce badassery Facebook group. It's in Unit 4. You know, it has the units tab. It's in Unit 4 of the group right now. So you can go watch it. And you are going to learn more about Nicole and Darlene's Academy. So if you want more support around implementing this overall strategy in your business, you can learn more about it there. I am an affiliate for it. I don't care if you join or not. I took the first 2 rounds of their academy because it was that good. And I haven't personally implemented everything just yet. That's coming in 2021. But the women who have are killing it with like 10K launches and getting leads into their Facebook groups for like $2. It's really incredible. But it's not about the academy. I want you to know it exists. But what we're really focusing on here is the Facebook group, building the community of customers, giving you a way to nurture these people in a more intimate manner while still selling your products, growing your email list, right? So it's just one piece of the entire puzzle, and it's just going to fast track the relationship that you create with your customers. So that's what it's really about. I want you to focus on that. Start thinking about whether a Facebook group makes sense for you. If you find that you are already doing, training videos and educational type content for your business, then a Facebook group is going to be amazing for you. And you should definitely consider it in Q4 now. So is this something you want to start right now? Maybe not. Maybe you want to wait until 2021 to do this. If you do already have a Facebook group, I would definitely start leaning very heavily into it right now, because it's the perfect time for that launch runway into the height of holiday sales. So it's a really good time to just start nurturing your customers and get them excited about what's to come for the rest of Q4 and Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that stuff. So if you have a Facebook group that maybe you haven't been giving a ton of attention, go start giving it more attention. If you haven't started a Facebook group yet, but you know you want to, it's okay if you wait to do it. You got other things to handle right now. So that's my spiel on Facebook groups for product-based businesses. Definitely take it into account. I know people talk about this more for service-based businesses, but it is so valuable for product-based businesses too. And I will stop rambling about this now. Thanks again for spending your time with me today. I really appreciate you. And until next time, I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you like what you heard, I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review on Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you're looking to surround yourself with more product entrepreneurs who totally get your life right now, get your booty on over to the E-commerce Badassery Facebook group. Can't wait to see you there. Until next time, e-commerce friends, stay badass.